Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? Should we start? If audio is okay, video is okay, guys. Can you quickly confirm? We'll start. Audio is okay, guys, for everyone? Yeah, perfect. Good morning, everyone. My name is Abhinav Raparia. I'm a qualified CA, CPA, MBA. I hold almost 17 years of experience working with various corporate consulting firm, private equity. Currently, I run my own angel investing firm. Uh, Besides my corporate career, I've been very actively involved on the academic side, taking sessions for the US CPA, CMA, Enrolled Agent, CFA, and various management and business courses. I have the experience of executing various structured deals across the globe, be it US, Europe, Oceania, Middle East, across the globe. That's a brief introduction about myself. I think let's start this session with a quick round of introduction. You can introduce yourself with your name, education, your work experience, where are you currently working, your current organization, and do you have any experience in the US taxation or have you done any of the classes with us? So that we get to know how to proceed the session itself. Okay. So what I'll do, guys, I'm going to unmute your mic one by one. You can unmute your mic and introduce yourself. Okay. There are many people whose name is there, like for example, Moto G5 Plus, Idea Pad. Please change your full name, guys, else the team would put you into the waiting room. Please change your Zoom name to your full name, else the team will put you into the waiting room, guys. See if you can change it now. Okay, I think you can unmute you now. You can introduce yourself one by one, guys. Anuj, can you please unmute your mic and introduce?
Hello, sir.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. Myself, Anush Sharma. I come from City Kurukshetra, and I am working as a US staff accountant for 3 years with Flatwell Solutions.
Do you have any experience in the US taxation? Or have you done the classes with us?
No, but I used to keep engage myself with the tax team. So I have a little bit knowledge about the taxation, US taxation.
You have done the classes with us earlier?
I used to, no, I don't have previous classes.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Anuj. Apurva?
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Apurva Bijawat. I have done my MBA recently, and I currently have a 3-month experience in US taxation.
Have you done the classes with us earlier?
No, this is
Okay,
the first time.
sure. Asha?
Hi, I'm Asha. I do not have any prior experience in taxation, but I would like to pursue my career in this field. That's the reason I have enrolled for this.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Asha.
Prior here in VGLD.
Okay.
Thank you.
Harshad?
Hello, good morning. Good morning, everyone. My name is Harshad Gadge. Okay, I am having total 13 years of experience. I never work in US taxation, but I have experience in GST and TDS. So purely Indian taxation experience.
Okay. Have you done the classes, Harshad, earlier?
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you, Harshad.
Thank
Jaya?
Hello, sir. I am Jay Bharat Kumar. I am a chartered accountant currently in my own practice. I want to expand my practice to US so that I am joining this class.
Okay. Thank you, Jaya.
Yeah, thanks.
Komal?
Yeah, good morning, sir. I'm
Morning.
audible.
Yes, please.
Yeah, my name is Komal Jagdish Khedekar. I have done my double graduation from Mumbai University, I'm not having any experience in US taxation, but I'm working with the US based MNC. So I have joined this course.
Have you done the classes earlier, Kumar?
Yeah, I joined in October month. I'm watching your recorded lectures,
Okay. Have
but
you seen
unable
part one?
to. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, but it is not completed. I'm watching.
sure.
I have just completed 1 to 5 lectures, I think so.
Okay, sure. Manisha?
Hello, sir. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm Manisha here. I did MBA and currently I'm working with Australian's accounting firm. And I am completely new in US taxations and I have taken previous classes with VGLD.
Thank you. You have taken
Yeah.
part one also, Manisha?
Yes, part one, but somehow I didn't completed entire course, so that's why I'm joining again.
Sure.
Yeah.
Someone's name is Manso. Is it correct name? Can you please unmute your mic and introduce?
Hello, good morning,
Yeah.
sir. I'm Sonam Sisodia, and I did my master's in business management in finance, MBA in finance. Means I did my master's in 2008. I am a mother of 2 kids. Now I want to restart my career, so that's why I'm choosing this EA course for that.
Okay. Okay. Have you done any of the classes, Sona?
No, not yet, sir.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sanjay?
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sanjay, and I have completed my MBA in 2011. So I have experience around 11 years in US accounting. Currently, I am working with the QS Accounting Services as a senior accounting officer. I have not experience in taxation, and I have not joined any previous classes in EA or any taxation.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Vicky?
Hello, sir. Hello,
Hi.
everyone. I'm currently living at Delhi and operating and working with a legal and finance team as accounts and finance manager in India. I'm looking for a EA course for more growth in my field, so I joined.
Thank you, Vicky. Zakir? Zakir? If you have a mic, please unmute and introduce. No? Okay. Anyone who I missed, guys, please feel free to introduce.
Hello everyone, this is Hina. I'm currently working with Deloitte as a tax manager. It's been 8.5 years with the firm, and I've already cleared my part 3, and I'm up for my part 1 and part 2. My part 1 is scheduled for 5th of Feb, and part 2 is for 25th of Jan. And it's my first time I'm appearing for these classes.
Okay. Sure. Thank you now. Perfect. I think we can start. I think we have finished everyone. Just allow me a minute. Okay. So today's session, guys, we'll keep it very basics. Most of you would have attended the classes, so you would be pretty much aware about this itself. So I don't think that's going to be much helpful for you. But I think I'll consider the people who are doing it for the first time. So I'll introduce you to the basics about the EA course itself. I'll take up your questions regarding the EA course itself, regarding our classes, basically what are the materials you are going to get, how we are going to proceed the classes. So I'll cover the basic doubts itself. From tomorrow onwards, I'm going to start the classes so that everything is going to be further pretty smooth line. Everything is going to be pretty much smooth. So if you have any questions about around that also, please ask me that. All right. So I'll start with this. First, is there any eligibility criteria for you to to attend for the for the EA itself, for writing your exams, for the purpose of preparing the exams, or maybe once you become EA for getting the license. Honestly, there is hardly any criteria in that case. What you need is the 18 years of age. Whether you are graduate or not graduate, it does not matter in this case. You don't need any kind of a score in this case, like a credit scores, the way you need in the CPA, you need a certain score in that case. Here, you don't need any score in that case. What you need here is 18 years of age and a valid passport also. You need to apply PTIN also, which is the Preparer's Tax Identification Number, for writing the exams. I'll talk about that later. Okay. So honestly, there is hardly any requirement for you to write these exams. What are the steps involved in this, guys? Is it legible, guys? Can you read this? Is it legible to you guys? Can you read this? Okay. So these are the steps involved for you to become the enrolled agent, everyone. First, you have to obtain the PTIN. PTIN, which is, I told you, is the Preparer's Tax Identification Number, everyone. It's not like that you start the classes that you need this. No, absolutely not. Whenever you plan to write your exams, everyone, whenever you plan to write your exams, that's where you need the PTIN. For the purpose of writing the exams, you need the PTIN in that case. Okay. Don't worry about this. What is PTIN in this case? What is so complicated thing about the PTIN? I think some people have already given the exams. They would be aware about this. PTIN is simply you have to apply on the IRS website, and within the span of generally 2 weeks to 3 weeks, you will easily get your PTIN itself. In some cases, people get it in 1 week also. How to get the PTIN and everything, our team, VGLD team, will help you out. So don't worry about this. It's just the admin issue, nothing complicated in this case. They'll suggest you what are the documents you need. In fact, if you put the questions on the WhatsApp query, everyone is going to assist you. So this is just going to be an admin issue. You don't need to apply it right now. You just don't need to apply this. Prepare for it. For example, we are starting with part 1. Attend the classes. You don't need PTIN for attending the classes. Attend the classes, and whenever you think you're ready, let's say I'm planning to write my exams within 1.5 months or 2 months in that case, let's say, then you apply for the PTIN and then schedule your exams. Your account, your online exams will happen not sitting at home. You have to go to the Prometric Center, everyone, and write your exams. So in India right now, there are 3 operational Prometric Center right now, everyone. One is in Gurgaon, second is in Bangalore, and third is in Hyderabad. Though on the Prometric website, if you go and see, there are many. In Calcutta we are having, Bombay we are having, but for EA, those are not operational. For EA right now, there are 3 operational in that case: Gurgaon, Bangalore, and Hyderabad. So if you are not any of these 3 cities, guys, you have to plan to go to the nearby cities itself. You have to take your slot. You have to book your slot. How would you do? You have to create a Prometric account. When you are logging it, you will see all the details, and accordingly you are going to book the slot in this case. Is that point clear up till here, guys? Anyone, any doubt, guys? Any basic doubt? There are generally 2 slots in that case. One is going to be 8 a.m. to 8 a.m. and second is the 1 p.m. slot, everyone. I'll cover all of the exam related question, everyone, once I'm going to finish the batch, because you're just now starting the course. You don't need to worry about this because you don't have any plan to write immediately that exams. We will take almost 1.5 hour, 1.5 hour 1.5 month classes. So for that period, you don't need to write the exams. I suggest attend the classes for almost 1.5 month. After that, take a break of 20 days, 30 days for your self studies. In that, whatever we have done it, just revise everything, maybe 2-3 times, just you're going to revise and then plan writing your exam. So 2 months, 2.5 months is going to be sufficient for writing the part 1 itself. Same with the part 2, same with the part 3 itself. So focus more on, we'll focus our session today more about the preparation. What is the EA course is about, how you're going to prepare for it. So I'll talk about this today on this. Third step, everyone, which is going to be prepare for it. And lastly, once you clear your exams, you will apply for the EA license in that case. That's all. There are 3 parts in that case, everyone. Part 1, part 2, part 3. The way, simply understand, there are 3 subjects in the enrolled agent: part 1, part 2, part 3. Part 1 is about the individual taxation, just like you and I, right? For all of us, for an individual, what is going to be the taxation, which is going to be part 1. This is something we are going to start. Second is going to be business taxation, everyone. That means as a business, if the tax is going to be levied on you, what is going to be there? Third, if you are going to represent your client, so once you become EA, you are going to represent your client to the tax authorities in the US. What are the things you have to consider in that case? You will not do any kind of a fraud. Whenever you're suggesting any fees to the client, what are the things you are going to suggest in that case? Whenever you're doing marketing, what are the things you will consider? So which is going to be all of it in the representation itself. So there are three parts. Part one, individuals. Part two is going to be business. Part three is going to be representation. We will start with the individual. Once we are going to finish the individual taxation, everyone, we will start with the business. And once we are going to finish the business, everyone, we'll start with the representation. Almost 1.5 months we'll take for this. Almost 1.5 months we'll take for this. And almost 20 days we'll take for this. So that's how the entire circle is going to be this. First, we will do this, then this, and this. Once we are finishing the part 3, everyone, again we will start the part 1. So we keep doing it in the circle. Part 1, part 2, part 3, then again part 1, part 2, part 3. That's how we keep doing it across the year. We keep rolling the batches. Okay. Exam pattern, everyone. Okay, guys, any questions up till here? Any basic questions, or is it clear? Can you quickly confirm? Okay, should I move? Okay. Exam pattern, everyone. This exam is going to be almost 3.5 hours, everyone. You can appear in any order. So it's not like that you have to appear for the part 1, part 2, part 3. Absolutely not. You can appear in any order. You can appear for part 3, part 2, part 1, whatever you like. In whatever order you like, you can appear your exams in that case. It's 100% MCQs, which is a great thing, guys. It is such an amazing thing that it's 100% MCQs, everyone. So that um, so that you don't have to mug up anything, which is the best part. I don't have to mug up anything, because if it is the essay writing, then at least I have to learn some pointers. If it is essay writing, or wherever I have to write anything, I have to really mug up anything. But here you don't need to mug up anything. You have to be conceptually strong, everyone, and you'll be sorted in that case. Another good point about this, there is no negative marking, everyone. That means if I don't know the answer, I can do the guesswork and move on, everyone. And I strongly suggest not to leave any question. Even if you're not aware, just do the guesswork and move on, everyone, because there is no negative, absolutely no negative marking, everyone. 100% MCQs. That makes this exams very, very simple. That makes this exam very simple. Content wise, this is going to be very wide, everyone. When if we are going to start part 1, you will see that how not complicated, how bigger the content is going to be. And it's like peeling the onions, right? I'll keep discussing one topic, then I'm going to further dig down into it, and then I'm going to further dig down into it. By the time you will be there in that class number 10, you'll realize how deeper we have gone into it. So it's very deeper. It's like peeling the onion, but exam is going to be relatively simple in that case. So conceptually, please focus on concept clarity. You don't need to mug up any things. You don't need to mug up any of the language in this case, but focus more about the understanding more conceptually this topic itself, this exam, everyone. Okay, sure. I'll answer the questions, guys, if you allow me. I'll take up all the questions. Let me just finish it. It's okay. You keep shooting your questions. I'll take up all the questions for everyone's benefit. Okay. Because otherwise most of the people will not be able to see what you are writing in the chat in the recordings, and I want to shoot it for the recordings purposes also. I'll cover all the answer. It's good you keep writing the answer, but hear me out what I'm saying also, otherwise you're going to miss it. Up till here, any questions, guys, regarding what we have done? No? Okay. Let me just quickly cover the questions also by the time. Asha's question is duration to complete all the 3 parts. Asha, there is no time limit. There is absolutely no time limit, Asha. It's not like the once you have done the registration, you have to finish 1 year, 2 years. There is no timeline. However, let's say, Asha, you finish any subject. Let's say, Asha, you clear part 1 in January 2024. So from here, generally you get 2 years. 2 years to finish rest of the 2 subjects. So that means entire 2024, entire 2025. So you have to finish by December 2025. You have to finish part 2 and part 3. But this is when you clear either of the part. Once you clear either of the part, rest of the 2 parts you have to finish within the span of 2 years. Is that point clear? Right now, because of the COVID, everyone, because of the COVID, IRS, which is a tax authority in US, which conduct this exam, everyone, they have increased it to 3 years. So that means you have to finish your exams, rest of the 2 subjects by 2026. But this timeline will start once you clear any of the part. Once you clear any of the part, that's where the timeline will start. If you have not cleared any of the exams, there is no timeline. Is that point clear, Asha? Anyone any doubt? Is that clear? Should I repeat? Quickly confirm, guys. Accordingly, I'll move to the next query. Okay. Mukesh question is, can we appear 2 papers in one first on the successive? Okay, so Mukesh question is that, I think Mukesh, correct me if I'm wrong. You're saying I'll write my first exam on 1st of January, second exam I'm writing on the 2nd of January, and third exam I'm writing on 3rd of January. Can I do that or not? Am I right? That's your question, Mukesh? Yeah, absolutely. So Mukesh question is, can we write back-to-back exams? Absolutely. I think, Mukesh, you might be traveling to other city. That's why you're planning like this. Yeah, absolutely fine. And many people does it. And many of my students have done it back to back. They have given all the 3 exams and they have cleared it also. Absolutely your wish. There is no problem in this case. You can do that also. But if possible, guys, I suggest you to give us some break. See, if you can plan, there is no problem in that case. But if it is possible, try to give at least 2-3 days gap so that at least there would not be a rush for you to do that. Or I suggest you, whenever you plan like this, whatever is the complicated topic, whatever is the complicated part, you think whatever is complicated part, write that exam first. For example, if let's say I'm writing 2 parts, I'm writing, let's say I'm writing part 1 and part 3. And if I think part 3 is very easy for me and part 1 is very complicated for me, generally it is not the case, but let's say I consider it. So I'll write part 1 first and then I'll write part 3. In your scenario, Mukesh, because then at least when I'm writing my exam first, I'll be done with that. Second exam, I'll have a lesser time also, I can manage easily. Is that clear, Mukesh, what I'm saying? Sanjay, your question is, if someone wants to join the meeting, you don't need to ask on the WhatsApp group, Sanjay. On a daily basis, they are going to send you the link. On a daily basis, they are going to send you the link on the WhatsApp group itself, where you can join that. I'll cover all the questions, guys, else we are going to miss the track of it. Just we are having same way, you are having the same law for this, may I know? So, Mukesh, the way we are having Income Tax Act in India, Income Tax Act 1961 in India, US also we are having IRC, which is the Internal Revenue Code. But it's very different from India. Please don't do that way, right? If you're trying to do the BEAR Act, I myself have done the CA, and in the CA also, I've done my entire studies, whether it is the tax laws or whether all the laws also, I've studied from the BEAR Act also. In India, BEAR Act is a very different thing. BEAR Act in itself is pretty simple to understand, right? From foundation itself, I've in the final CA final, I've done everything from the BEAR Act itself. In India, it's relatively easier for you to understand that because we follow the English law. In US, everyone, if I talk about IRC, Internal Revenue Code, which is pretty much like a BEAR Act in India, it's very difficult, it's very complicated, and it's not like an English law because that's they are following the American law. It's very concise in that case. They keep issuing a lot of publication, they keep issuing a lot of notices, the regulations in that case. So it is not very sufficient for you to understand that also. Along with that, there are many publications you have to read with that also. And again, this has almost 3,000 plus sections. It's humanly impossible for you to read all of it and make a sense out of it. So I don't suggest the way, don't copy paste that same approach which you follow in your Indian studies, that I'll study from the BEAR Act. Absolutely useless exercise. The rest is up to you. If you want to really read on and understand something, then I think you should focus more about the publications. For every form, there are instructions there. For example, if you see form 1040, which is for individuals, there are instructions there. So follow them, read them, everyone. Is that okay? Guys, I'll take up the queries later on, else it is confuse rest of the audience that what are we talking about, okay? So don't worry about this, guys, what I'm saying it. I'll just have an idea about this. I'll discuss all of it later. Okay, I'll move. I look at the curriculum at a glance, everyone. I discussed with you, there are three parts: individual taxation, business, and the representation, everyone. Okay. Individual taxation, everyone. So basically, preliminary data about the taxpayer is almost 16%. Income, asset, whatever the income we are having, salary, wages, capital gains, interest, all of it will cover 16%. Deductions will be 20%. Taxation is going to be 18%. And advising the individual taxpayer, how you're going to advise the client in that case, would be 13%. And specialized return, for example, if you're receiving the gift, state taxation, all of it will cover 13% itself. Right now, it does not matter what is the percentage for you, because we are going to cover all of it in the classes itself. Broadly, I'm just telling you, this is how the curriculum looks like to you. This is part one, everyone. Part two, everyone, we'll discuss about the various kinds of entities. In US, we are having variety of the entities, everyone. We are having C corporation, S corporation, partnership firm, tax exempt organization, state, various entities we are going to cover in the part two itself, everyone. How you're going to prepare the return for it. If there is specialized return for it, for example, state taxation we are having the tax exempt organization. So all of it we are going to cover in part two itself, everyone. Part three, everyone, which is all about when you're representing your clients, what are the things you have to consider? That's going to be all about the part three itself, everyone. Now, I'll cover few frequently asked questions, everyone. After that, if you have any questions, I'll open it for you. Generally, I get the question, everyone, which part should I start, right? Which part should I start? Should I start with part one, part two, part three? Should we follow the sequence? It's absolutely your choice, everyone. I'll cover what going to be you can start and what you're not going to start. I suggest you can start in any sequence, guys. Wherever you are more comfortable, I suggest you guys to please start with that itself, because you're writing your exam for the first time, and whenever you are more comfortable with any part, that's what you can start with that. Just to give you a perspective, everyone. In enrolled agent, how many parts we are having? We are having 3 parts. Earlier, it used to be 4 parts, everyone. So part 1, still the part 1, which is individual taxation. Part 4 has become part 3, which is representation. Part 2 and 3 has been merged, and this has become part 2. So relatively, part 2 is little bulky. It is little bigger. It is little bulky, everyone. So if you ask me the content wise, which is the biggest one, content wise, this is the biggest one. Then the part 2, somewhere in between, and content wise, part 3 is going to be the smallest. Is this point clear, everyone? Jake, I'll cover all the queries, guys, later on. Give me 5 minutes. I'll cover all of it. Guys, I'll go slowly so that people who are doing it for the first time, they will not have any problem. Is that clear, everyone? So content wise, if you ask me, part 2 is the bulkiest one. Forget about the previous, what used to happen. Content wise, part 2 is going to be the biggest, then the part 2, part 1, and then the part 3. Now, it totally depends how much time you are having in your hand, everyone. So for example, if you think that I'm having only 1 month, I want to write my exams in 1.5 months, then you may start with part 3. So that easily you can do it and finish with it and done with it. If you think you are having a sufficient time, you can start with part 2. Or maybe you can start with part 1. We are doing the classes right now with part 1. You can do that. You can prepare for it, do your self-study and write the exams. All the approaches are absolutely fine in this case, guys. There is no problem. Generally, the problem comes in our mind, or the question comes in our mind, are any topic related with each other? Yes, there are going to be some topics related with each other whenever we are doing that particular topic. For example, everyone, if we are doing part 1, and there are some topics which is related to part 2. I keep telling you that this topic I have already covered in the part 2. So generally, guys, whatever the topic is common in the part 1 and part 2, I don't teach them double, because I have a limited time with you. I have almost 31 lectures with you. I don't want to repeat something which I have already done in the part 2. Same with the part 2, I don't repeat anything in that case, so that at least I can cover more ground for you. So in that case, I keep giving you a reference that you see the lecture number here. You see the lecture number here. So whatever the lecture you have to see, I'll keep giving you the reference of this. So that if you are writing just the part 1, everyone, you will do all the lectures here. And whatever the lectures I'm telling you here, you will see that also. Is this point clear or not, guys? Should I repeat, guys, if it is not clear? Quickly, yes or no? Should I repeat, guys? Is it clear? Okay, perfect. So I'll keep telling you guys, whatever is necessary, you have to see from the other part. Please do that also. Perfect. Let's move. So you can appear in any order wherever you are more comfortable, everyone. Okay. Exam schedule, everyone. Exam schedule you are having from May 1st till the February. So right now, your window is going to be May 1st. Right now, your window is May 2023 till February 2024. After that, everyone, there are no exams in the month of March and the April. You do not have any exams in that case because they have to change the tax laws in that case. So what you can do, you can write your exams by 28th of February. After that, you cannot write your exams for another 2 months. After that, you can write your exams from 1st of May 2024, everyone, depending on how much time you are having, depending how much time you are left with it, everyone. Generally, I get the question, which test year is going to be tested, everyone? Right now, so we in the current year, the previous year tax law is tested. So that means right now in this window from May 2023 till February 2024, tax laws of 2022 is going to be tested, everyone. That means whatever we are going to discuss in this coming batch, everyone, that is going to be relevant till February 2020, February 28th, 2024. So now the people will have a genuine doubt in that case. That means if I want to write my exams, let's say in the month of May 2024, that means these classes are not going to be relevant for me. No, it does not work like this in US taxation, everyone. In US taxation, you will not find that dramatic changes the way it happens in India, right? There are not going to be significant changes, everyone. However, if there are going to be changes, there are going to be some changes in that case, I will do the one amendment class. We will have the amendment class. So we are starting here, everyone. December 2023, we are starting. And this is something which is going to be valid till February 2024. There are no exams in the month of May 2024. Sorry, March 2024 and the April 2024. You don't have any exams. Then the exams will happen from May 2024 itself. However, before we start, in the month of May 2024, everyone, I will do the amendment sessions with you. In that amendment session, everyone, whatever the tax law you have done tax law 2022 here. I will upgrade you to tax laws 2023. Hardly would be any changes. I think maybe in 2-3 lectures, the entire 3 parts would be covered. So generally we take 3 sections, everyone. In the 3 session, everyone, I covered all the 3 parts. So part 1, 1 session, part 2, 1 session, part 3, hardly any changes in that case. So I'm going to cover in the first or second week of the May, depending when we are getting the amendments, when we are getting the books, everyone. I'm going to cover the amendment classes, everyone, where I'll upgrade you from tax law 2022 to 2023 itself. So even if you have done the classes, you don't need to worry about this, everyone. We'll upgrade you to the next tax laws. Is the point clear, guys? I think, Jake, I think that answers your point also. So if you can write your exams by 28th of February, well, very good. That's the best scenario. So you can write your exams by that, so that you'll be done and dusted with that also. But even if you can't do that, still you don't need to worry about this, everyone, because we are going to still have the exams and we will still have the session for that for you. You can have the amendment session after that also. Any questions, guys, up till here in this area? Anyone, any doubt? No? Okay. Just allow me a minute. Okay, I have recorded few videos also. Are there slots at the end of the February? Okay. Slots, Jake, you have to check. Slots are available till the February 28th. But slot is a very dynamic thing which keeps on changing. Cancellations are happening, then the slots are available. You have to check it on your own on a daily basis on the Prometric website. So slots can be available. Maybe we are talking right now, slots would be open in that case. So you have to keep checking it on a regular basis whether slots are available or not. Right now, I don't think slots are available, but you have to keep checking, Jake, in that case, because the slots open on a very frequently basis. Okay. Okay. Generally, people get a doubt that which part is complicated, which is not complicated. I have recorded a lot of videos in that case, guys. I'm sharing the link for you. Save it for you, save it for you. Entire playlist is there for the enrolled agent. Lot of basic doubts which is there. I've recorded all of it. Don't see it now, see at a later stage whenever you get the time. Basic doubts about that which part is complicated, in case amendment happens, which part will get the maximum amendment. All of it, I've basic doubts I've already covered in that case, guys. I'm just giving you the link so that in case I miss anything, you can have a look at that also. Don't see it now, see it at a later stage, everyone. And let me finish that now. Okay. Is there any group system, guys, in the enrolled agent, like the way we are having in the CA itself, that we have to clear part group 1, group 2, if we fail any of the part, not at all. If you clear any of the part, you don't have to rewrite that part again. That means if someone writes part 1, part 2, and part 3, and unfortunately that person fails part 3, the person need to write only part 3 again. You don't have to write part 1 and part 2 in that case. That means whatever the subject the person is not able to pass, only that part the person has to rewrite that. Is it tough, everyone? So I'll share the overall passing percentage. So it's almost 60 to 70% passing percentage in across this. As I discussed, part 2 is relatively the bigger, so that's why it is a slight dip in the passing percentage in the part 2. But rest of the two parts, which is part 1 and part 2, percentage is very high. 70 and in fact 55% is a very high percentage, everyone. That means if two people are appearing, at least one person is clearing the exams, and when more than one person is clearing the exam. So I think the percentage wise, it is a huge percentage. It's a great percentage. It's not a complicated exams, everyone. It is not the complicated exams. It's just like the content wise it is going to be bigger. So that's why the most of the people give up. They feel so much complication in the terms of understanding the topic. That's where the challenge is. But once you have understood that, then exam is not going to be a complicated thing for you. So that's how it is. We discuss, everyone. Once you clear the exams, you get generally 24 months for passing the rest of the two parts, everyone. However, because of the COVID, this 24 months has been turned into 36 months. We don't know for how many months, for how many years in that case. Right now, it is 36 months. That means if you clear any of the part, rest of the two parts you have to clear within the span of 36 months, everyone. Is the time period sufficient? Yes, because we are having a continuous testing window, barring the 2 months, everyone. You can write your exams any point of time. Self note, everyone. In the classes, I'll try to give you as many as notes, everyone. I'll try to give as many charts, graphs in the classes itself. But still, it's a very good idea to make your self notes, so that you understand much better when you're making your own notes. In that case, your retention will be much better if you're making your self notes itself. I'll help you out in the classes. How would you make it, all of it? We are going to do all of it. Don't worry on that. Okay, who's going to be Spock for you? Who's going to be single point of contact for you guys? We are having the EA support at vgldi.com, everyone. We are having a separate WhatsApp group for you also, everyone. If you have not registered yourself on the WhatsApp group, please be in touch with the team. They will add you in that group itself. They will add you in that group itself, everyone. Okay. Now, there are few things, guys, I'll quickly cover here. And then before that, I'll open for your questions, everyone. I'll tell you what are the offerings we are offering in this case, what you are going to get this, everyone. First, we are going to do the live classes, everyone. The way we are having right now. Live classes are going to be from Monday to Friday, 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. Whole idea is, guys, if you're doing the classes over the weekends, weekdays, you are having the Saturday and Sunday with you. If you are doing the live classes, very good, guys. Nothing like it, because then you are having a basic discipline in this case. Please, in that case, whatever you have done over the weekday, please revise everything on the weekends, so that by the time the batch is over, you have already done it multiple times, revision on your own itself. If you are unable to do the weekday classes, everyone, the recordings shall be available to you. Live classes link, everyone, you will get it on the WhatsApp group. If you, as I discussed, if you're not the part of the WhatsApp group, please ask the team. They will add you on the WhatsApp group. If you're not able to attend the live classes, everyone, recording shall be available to you within the span of 48 hours. For that, everyone, you need the LMS access. LMS access, that means 88 learnings. From the 88 learnings, you will get the access. Have you got the user ID and password for 88 learnings? People, if you have not received the access for this, please get the team. They will provide you the access. So whatever the live lectures we are having, including this lecture shall be available to you on the LMS itself within 48 hours. Okay. So that's the first thing you will get in that case, everyone. So you will get LMS access. So first is a WhatsApp group, everyone. You will be the part of it. Second is going to be LMS access. So if you have not got the password, user ID and password, please get that. Third, everyone, you will get the Sergeant. Sergeant is our academic partner. So they are going to provide you a book. For all the 3 parts, you will get the separate books. I don't suggest you to get all the 3 books in one go. It's absolutely not helpful for you. Whichever part you are doing right now, whatever you're studying, that take only that book. So if you are if you're studying part 1, please take only that book, because otherwise what will happen if you're not writing your exams, unnecessarily you will take the old books in that case, and the course will change in that case. So whatever the part you're doing, take only that book. Rest of the part which you're not doing, don't take that book in that case. So you will get the book, everyone. If you have not received the book, please ask the team. They will provide you the book also. For your practice, everyone, for MCQs practice, everyone, you will get the Sergeant portal access, where you can practice your questions, everyone. Again, for this, you will get the user ID and password. So 2-3 things you have to do. You have to get yourself enrolled for the WhatsApp group. You have to get your LMS access. You have to get your book, everyone. And for the MCQs practice, you will get the Sergeant user ID and password in that case. Immediately, you don't need to get the Sergeant portal access, everyone. You don't need to get this immediately, everyone, because I don't do it from there. I do it on my PowerPoint presentation itself, everyone. So in the part 3, everyone, I cover almost 90% of the questions which is there in the Sergeant portal in the class itself. In the other parts, everyone, almost 60 to 70% of the questions I cover in the classes itself. So you don't need to see it right now, but once the batch is over, then you will need this for your practice. Right now, till the time the batch is going on, we'll do all the questions, almost 60-70% questions I'm going to do in the classes itself. So you don't need to worry about this. So what we are going to do, everyone, we are going to do a certain topic. For that, I'm going to discuss the concept with you. Then I'm going to make a chart with you. Then I will read with you from the book itself. And then we are going to practice the MCQs in that case. So that's how we are going to do for every topic in that case. So entire circle would be finished with you in the class itself. So you don't need to do anything right now. But once the batch is over for your self-study purposes, you need all of these things, everyone. Is that okay, guys? Any questions? No? Okay. There are few things, guys, which I want from your side would be very helpful for your self-studies also. We are starting tomorrow, everyone. So please make a register wherein whatever the notes I'm making, you guys can actually copy them. Trust me, this is going to be very helpful, because the book you will get from the Sergeant, the language is very complicated, everyone. And the whole idea which I'm trying to do here is to make the language so simple for you. And I'll try to give you more charts, everyone, so that everything becomes a little easier for you. So I'll try to give you more charts. I'll try to give you as many notes as possible so that you guys can copy them and put it in the register itself. So you have the time for tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll start, everyone. So make a register, everyone, whatever the notes we are doing in the classes, you guys can note that. People can take the screenshot also. If you want to take the screenshot also, it's absolutely your wish, everyone. You can take the screenshot, but whatever you are following, maybe you're making a register or you're putting everything in the screenshot form, it's absolutely your wish in this case, guys. But I suggest you, whatever you are following it, make it more disciplined approach. That means you are making the notes properly, you're making the screenshots properly, and you're giving the proper names to them. If you're making the register, make sure you're writing all the notes in that case, because the whole idea is to make everything much simpler for you. Otherwise, why do you need the classes? Otherwise, you can do self-studies also. So please make it more make it more on a consistent basis. Please follow all of it, because then it is going to be more helpful for you. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it from my side, guys. Any questions you are having, then please let me know. Anything is not clear, should I repeat anything, guys? Feel free to ask anything. So Hina, I'll try to cover almost 90% of the Sergeant book itself, because we'll have a constraint. I'll have almost 30 classes with you. So almost 95% of the Sergeant book I'm going to cover. 5-10%, which is simple English, you guys can read that on your own. But almost 90% of the book I'll cover that in the classes. Again, Hina, I think Hina, you're a chartered accountant, right? Is it? Okay, no problem. So it does not matter. So what I'm saying is not like a typical Indian exams where the curriculum is defined and you will get a book from this. Please understand, IRS, which conducts the exams, they just give the guidelines. They just give the guidelines that these are the topics we are going to cover. They just give the topic's name. They just give the guidelines. They just give the topic names itself. IRS is not making any book. IRS just have made the topic names, and on that topic name basis, many people make the books. For example, Sargent has a different book. Gleim is having a different book. Pasky is having a different book. Like this, many reviewers, right? These are called the reviewers. They have made the book. So it's not a guarantee that whatever is in the Sargent, 100% coverage is there. That means 100% of the paper will come from Sargent, or 100% of the paper will come from Gleim, or any book in that case. No, because on that topic basis, they are making it. So it is no guarantee that Sargent would be covering 100% content, or any of the topic is going to cover 100%. It is more about the guidelines in that case, right? It's not like a Indian exam where everything will come from the book itself, right? There would be plus minus few percentage here and there also. That's why even if you cover 100% of the book, it's not that 100% of the exam you will get in this case. But once we do the classes, you will have the fair idea about the entire US tax laws. So even if they're asking you any questions, you will get the fair understanding that they're asking in this particular area, and you can answer on your own itself. So you will not get a challenge in that case. Even if you get that 90% also, 10% easily you can read from the book itself. Asha, I covered that in the classes itself. I covered that in January in the last class. But right now, Asha, you don't need to worry about this. Right now, just do the classes. Just do the classes. That's all. Whatever we are doing in the classes, just keep doing it on a regular basis. Read that, learn that. That's all. Because if you try to do multiple, trust me, even people will not be able to do the classes on a regular basis. So I'm saying if you do the regular, just the classes, you'll be just fine. Don't worry about this. Attend regularly classes. Whatever we are doing in the classes, just practice it. Whatever the questions we are doing in the classes, practice. That's all. You need to do it. Sanjay, there is no other batch right now. You can see the recordings. That's the only problem. You don't have any batch right now. Any other batch? No, we don't have a morning batch. I think the timing is 6:30 to 9:30 in the evening. I think in the evening also you can't attend that, Sanjay. It's 6:30 to 9:30 in the evening. Any other questions, guys? No? Okay. Many people have already attended the I think I'll discuss about this later. No question? Guys, please make the register. I think that is going to be very helpful for you. Attend classes, attend the MCQs. Trust me, once you are doing that, it's going to be very easy for you. It is very different the way we understand the taxation in India. So people who have done the taxation in India, it's a much more complicated for them, because then they have to they have to unlearn whatever they have done in the Indian taxation, and then they have to relearn that. So don't link that with the Indian taxation. Wherever there is any kind of a single connection also in there, I'll tell you everything about that. But you don't need to worry about that. We need to understand the Indian tax laws also. Then we have to learn the US tax law. Absolutely not. I'll cover the classes as we are doing it from zero, right? From scratch, everyone. But you have to be regular. You have to attend all the classes, everyone. Because if you miss any of the classes, so generally people who are missing, let's say you are not attending lecture number 1, trust me, you will not understand lecture number 2, everyone, because everything is very linked. So if you miss, let's say lecture number 1, I will use the same in the lecture number 12 also, because everything is going to be interconnected, everyone. I create a base like a step. So step by step, I'm going to move, guys. So if you miss any of the step, everyone, you're going to tumble, everyone. So if you're not able to attend any classes, everyone, attend the recordings, everyone, and then come to the next lecture, everyone. That would be very helpful, because if you miss any of the classes, you will not understand what we are doing it. So I'll gradually take you to the next level, everyone, one by one. All right. Any questions, guys? Else we'll wrap for today. No? Perfect. I'll wrap it for today, everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 6:30. I'll start from there, everyone. Looking forward to see you for your questions, and I'll start from there. Please don't forget about the register. Okay. Sure, Asha, please shoot. You want to unmute your mic and say for faster? You can unmute your mic and speak also if you want. I'm sharing the link again, guys, so that you guys can have a see all the playlist, entire EA playlist. You guys can have a look at that. Asha, any question? I think Asha has been logged out. Maybe by mistake she has logged out. Okay, I think we'll connect again. So I'll stop it here only, everyone, since we don't have any other questions. I'll see you guys tomorrow, guys. We'll start from there. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a good day.